what my wife and I got up to in Dubai. The safari experience was probably one of the best things we did whilst in Dubai, and we can't forget the dessert that we got after. But first, let's start off with Museum of the Future, which was the first thing we completed that day. I feel like I mention architecture in my exploration videos quite a bit, but this is honestly one of the first things I consider when I go to another country. But yes, the architecture and design of this building is incredible, with the outside being made out of stainless steel and the fact that the inside and outside walls have Arabic writing transcribed all over it. Now, ticket prices are 169 dirham, which is roughly 67 Aussie dollars or $46 US as of the day of posting this video. It does get booked out, so best to always book a few days in advance. Now, the experience starts off in an elevator which gives you this show to invoke a feeling that you are being taken out of this world. The aim of this building is to give a glimpse of the future and what it may become. Before we continue, you guys, if you can please like and subscribe to my channel to keep up with any future content that I will be releasing. The jars here are meant to highlight that they would be able to replicate and copy certain organisms based on their DNA, as well as what life could be like with robots, like the one that you can see here. You could ask the robot questions and it would answer you to the best of its abilities. It's pretty cool, but it reminded me of the movie Terminator. There is also a section where you can go outside, where you would basically be in the middle of the building and get a great view of the city around you. This is a place to visit and tick off the list if you are ever in Dubai. And next up is one of my favorite parts of our whole Dubai trip, and that is the safari experience. They picked us up from our hotel and then we would make our way to the open desert, where the driver would take you to the campground or entertainment quarter of whatever company you booked with. There are plenty of different companies to choose from, and each will have their own location in the desert. Prices will vary depending on what activities you choose to do. And this is us arriving to the campground now, as you can see. Activities can involve quad biking, camel riding, and even four-wheel driving in the Land Cruiser. My wife and I did them all, and the quad biking was definitely fun. You would drive around the desert for a bit, and then you would stop off for a quick break. Over here, you would take photos, and there will generally be someone there with a falcon that you can take photos with, as you can see here. But keep in mind that you will need to pay for this. Afterwards, we make our way back to the camp and go on to the four-wheel drive sunset experience, where he will also take you to another great location for photos. My wife loves that stuff. It was pretty cool though, being able to still capture the Burj Khalifa from where we were in the desert, as you can see in the picture that I've put up here. Quick note, my camera died and I had to switch to my phone. We then go back to the camp again and we get ready for dinner and the night entertainment. There were plenty of options for food. It was buffet style. There's this guy here who made manouche on the sage, which is basically a form of a Lebanese or Arabic pizza, but when made on the sage, it turns into like a flatbread that can be rolled up. Look, honestly, that's the best way that I can explain it to you guys, but it does taste amazing. You can put meat, cheese, or za'atar. We got this kishk flavor, which is basically a fermented yogurt and wheat flavor. Trust me, it tastes better than it sounds. There are also different types of meats being cooked on the barbecue, from chicken to lamb skewers to even kafta skewers. Just take your pick. Once we got our food, we made our way to our seats, where I would also order a shisha. You would just eat and smoke while watching the night's entertainment. The Khaliji dances, which is a traditional style dancing from the Gulf region, as well as a fire show after. Now, when we were all done, we did feel like dessert, so on our way back to the city, we asked the driver to drop us off at the Dubai Mall, where Hallab is located. This is a dessert shop which I believe is connected to the original one in Tripoli, Lebanon. Now, it was a big day, but we did want dessert and a nice shisha next to it. We ordered a lemon and mint drink with 4 different flavors of ice cream: pistachio, ashta, strawberry, and mango. We also ordered a cheese knefe over there with a kak, which is a special bread that you can eat it in, as well as a vanilla ice cream with an Arabian type of cotton candy, ma'mul mad with ashta, and also a pistachio mafrouke stuffed with ashta, along with a grape and mint flavored shisha, all next to the Burj Khalifa. Now let me explain how the knefe works. I know it sounds a bit weird to put a cheese knefe in a ka'ak, which is basically a thin type of bread, but it works. Guys, trust me, It definitely works. You then drizzle the attar on it, which is a sugar syrup, and man, this goes down so well. Look at all of that. Oh man, look at that cheese. And that is the sugar syrup that I was telling you about. You give it a nice, good drizzle. And to wash it all down, you get a nice cup of tea. See, I wanted to pour it from a decent height, so I was trying to focus. And you guys, that was one day in Dubai. It was a packed day, but my wife and I agree that it was one of our best days there. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you can please like and subscribe and help my channel grow.